far off the coast of Chile in the deep Pacific Ocean, where there is only water around. There is a small island known as Easter Island, but its popularity is unknown. The real reason is not its name or its complete isolation in the Pacific Ocean, but this island is famous for the giant statue found here. Who made the full statues? Were they aliens from another world or humans like us? Welcome back to Fact Hub videos.
Friends, this is the year 1722, that is about 300 years ago, when a European explorer Jacob Roggeveen accidentally reached this island while swimming in his boat. Standing tall, these statues look like giants that had been skillfully carved out of stone. Jacob found the sight quite astonishing, and only then he began to explore the island further. It was found that the whole island is filled with not just a few statues, but hundreds of statues, some of which are standing and many of them are also seen to have fallen to the ground. The day this explorer came to this island was Easter Sunday, hence the name Easter Island. At that time, only a few people lived on this island, and these people called this island as Rapa Nui. But who, why and when these statues were made is not even known to those few people.
Just from that day onward, archaeologists and experts started coming here. Some people were just visiting mysterious island, while many were trying to uncover the secrets hidden behind them. After 300 years of effort, archaeologists have finally found some evidence here, which makes it safe to say that we have come very close to solving this mystery. Easter Island is so isolated in the sea that its neighbor Pitcairn Island is 2,075 kilometers away from here. But people do not live here. The nearest island with a population of 500 people is 2,600 kilometers away from here, which is known as Mangrove. While Easter Island itself comes in the territory of Chile, and the coast of Chile is also 3,512 kilometers away from here. Today it is only accessible by plane, which takes a full 5 hours to reach Easter Island from Chile.
A normal sized city like this island has about 1,000 huge statues, and these statues are called Moai. Many of these statues have eyes, while many were made without eyes. While their long noses, sharp chins, flat heads and long faces give their appearance a unique identity. According to a study, these statues were made in the 13th century. It was about 700 years ago. Many statues are standing proudly on the border of the island along with their bodies, while some of them, their faces are seen lying on the ground.
But during the excavation in 2012, a surprising fact was revealed. It was found that not only their faces but also their entire bodies were buried under the ground. The height of the tallest statue is 33 feet, that is the height of a passenger bus. Its weight is said to be 90,000 kilograms, which can be read as the need of 500 people to move it. The surprising thing came to light when the expert found a statue that was left incomplete during a research here. According to the calculation of experts, its height is 70 feet, while its weight after completion is about 300 tons. To carve the stone and make statues and then bring such heavy statues to different parts of the island, it seemed like a task that is not enough for humans. So for many years, it was believed that this work could be done by aliens from the space. But modern research has proved this theory completely wrong, because scientists and archaeologists have found many evidences,
which shows that these statues were made from volcanic ash stones from the volcano on the same island. That is, this work was done here on the same island as an experiment when the statues were made. Just trying to carve the eye on the stone took 3 whole days. This work was done with the help of a special tool that was used by people in ancient times to carve stones. Experts believe that it would take a team of 12 workers at least a year to build a full-size statue. Looking at the incomplete statues found here, it was assumed that the same was worked on large stones and carved into the form of statues. After the upper part was completed, it was separated from the stone. The research team understood the carving, but now it was becoming difficult to understand how such heavy statues could have been transported from the site of the volcano to various spots on the island several kilometers away.
Because after all, one statue weighed about 14 elephants. Even today, it seems impossible to do this without the aid of a machine. And all these fallen statues had one thing in common. The statues found fallen on a slope were face down, while the stomach fallen statues were found on the ascent. It is clear to see that these statues were in a standing position while being transported and fell and broke during transport. Experts believe that the statues were balanced by holding ropes and then dropped. It ran slowly. Yes, the statues were transported to different locations of the island by driving. To prove this, a statue was made with the help of concrete and balanced by tying ropes on its three sides.
After tilting the statue at a certain angle, when it was pulled from one side, the statue miraculously moved forward, moving the statue 50 feet in the same manner, which proved that Easter Island, the people who lived there moved the statue in the same way. But one final mystery still remained to be solved. Who were these people who made 1,000 statues, and why did they end up leaving unfinished statues? In a study, it was reported that 17,500 people lived on Rapa Nui of Easter Island at some point. These people were Polynesians who came to this island in the year 300, that is 1700 years ago. Surprisingly, the whole island did not look like it does today. There used to be a dense forest full of trees, and there is much evidence of this.
25 different types of pollen evidence were found on Easter Island, with the heaviest amount from palm trees. If there was such a dense forest here, where did it go? Researchers believe that there was a massive deforestation here. It is believed that this forest of palm trees was of no use to the people who came here, as they were farmers who needed a land where they could farm and where they could easily move the statues. Maybe that's why they destroyed their forests with their own hands. Due to large-scale deforestation, the entire ecosystem of the environment is damaged, but this effect gradually manifests itself like a poison, and something similar happened here. In the beginning, they did not know anything, but with the passage of time, the land here became completely barren, due to which the people living on the island began to get less food, and then finally, these people fought among themselves. Many human bones and structures have also been found on the island.
Those with injury marks are proof that there was a civil war in which mostly women were targeted. As the number of women on Easter Island decreased, the population gradually decreased, and eventually the survivors migrated to other places. Today, this island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There is a part where seeing these child stone statues, one does not believe that they were really made by humans. These statues were made for religious purposes, or they had some other purpose. Many researchers have their own opinions about this. There are theories, but please tell us what you think by commenting.
We hope you liked this Fact Hub video.
That's it for today.
Bye for now.